Hello everyone, I am Amit Surendra Shevde. I will teach you paper first, that is software project management. We will start unit first. In that first chapter is introduction to software project management. Before discussion, I want to tell you must recall your software engineering paper you studied in semester 4 because you must use many concepts regarding software. Now we will start first point, that is introduction. If we consider any project not in software but maybe road related, maybe bridge related, railway related, hotel related, construction related, anywhere we must use some management. But this paper will totally based on software. So we have to use software project management. Now introduction is telling what? The first question is whether the management of software projects is really that different from that of other projects. Means software project and other projects means your construction related, maybe your accounting related projects, maybe infrastructure related projects or any. To answer this, we need to look at some key ideas about the planning, monitoring and control of software projects. So we have to look on what? First, planning. So every, not in a software but any other project also, planning is too important if we want to implement management. Then monitoring means observations or observing, and third, control. So if we are using three, planning, monitoring and control of software projects, so same we have to use in other project also. We will see that it all projects are about meeting objectives. Means we have to set some targets, some objective is there, some goal is there, so we can run on the such path. Next point is, why is software project management important? So whether it is too important or not, answer is there. Students from software engineering or computer science and also studying business information systems, means not from engineering or maybe IT or maybe computer science, students from any discipline, but right now we are focusing on software, so some background of student from computer science, maybe IT or engineering also, or from business information system. Then what? More typically oriented students can be impatient at having to study something which keeps them away from their code. So why is it important to become familiar with project management? So that is not a single project, because that is a teamwork. We have to use some budget, costing, manpower, everything, their softwares, their limitations, their license copy, their duration, time and many things. So if we are implementing or we are calculating something, then two important factor is there. We have to manage it. Project, so any project is there, but here we are working on software, so we have to set the duration, their introducing date, their launching date, their budget, their calculation and many things are there, so we can design the proper code, we can design the proper software. So two important, software project management. Third is, what is project? So simple, just I said, the dictionary definitions put a clear emphasis on the project being the planned activity. So I said that is a management word is there, then it should planned with some activities. So if you see the diagram, some blur diagram is there, but you can see in a book also. So see routine, and right side is uncertainty of outcome. So some arrows to the uncertainty and some arrows to the routine. That is if a routine, then jobs, maybe projects or exploration. So project, that is in between. Jobs, that is a routine task. Exploration, that is uncertainty for or of outcome. But project, that is a between situation. So that is jobs also, or means routine task also, or maybe uncertainty also. Maybe right now we are facing some corona. So see, if we are giving some duration or some planned activities there, then also automatically that is a big failure because of some natural problem. So that is a, it is we can say 50-50 situation is there. So diagram name is what? Activities most likely to benefit from the project management. So many activities are there, but just simple case, that is a bridge projects. Different bridges are there. Now the following characteristics distinguish projects. So if we are considering or we are focusing on the projects, then first is non-routine tasks are allowed. That is a sometime, that is a distinguish me with other projects. If a project, then routine tasks are important, but here that is a distinguish means what? Non-routine task. If non-routine task is there, then automatically we are facing budget also and we are facing time also. I will tell you two words, that is time and cost. T and C. I always told to every batch, time and cost. If time duration is high, then automatically your cost is also high. Time and cost are increasing directly proportional, not inversely proportional. So if time is less, then cost is less. So we can't say indirectly proportional. So too important in general life also, you can see if your duration time is more, then automatically you have to spend more money, expenses are more. Second is planning is required. So that is too important. Always planning is important. Third, the project has a predetermined time span. Before start, we have to set some time, we have to set some goal. We want to complete this task or we want to complete project in particular duration, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, something, in a week, any. But we have to set before it. If we are working on the same and then we will tell you, okay, I will give you in a month, 2 months, that is the wrong one. Third, the project is large or complex. So any project is there, maybe it's a large also or maybe complex also, maybe less duration also, more duration also, but it should define the time. Then next point is software projects versus other types of projects. So just we discussed software projects, and other types of projects means you can consider except software projects. Your study, that is also one type of project. Before exam, 3, 4, 5 months are there and you are working on the same, maybe 4 subjects, 5 subjects, 6 subjects. So that is a project for you. Any software, any website, any app, these are the softwares. Maybe you want to travel any place, new place also, known place also, unknown place also, that is some project for you. So any task, that is we can consider project. So if we see 4 points, then see first one invisibility, second is complexity, third is conformity, and fourth is flexibility. So two important 4 points. So regarding software, if we consider invisibility, that is the wrong one. We have to show more, means transparency, we have to consider it. Then complexity. So sometimes some projects are complex one and some projects are easy one. Then third is conformity, means surety, we have to give some surety whether we will complete or not. We have to use some communication with our clients. we have to give some surety to our clients, our customer, our user. And fourth is flexibility. That is again too important. Everywhere, if we means if we are not giving some flexibility to the user, maybe customer or maybe our client, then it's difficult to communicate with them, and maybe that is a less opportunity or difficult to design our project, because we have to communicate maximum time with our client, maybe our customer, maybe our user, not the owner of our software or maybe organization. So these are the points are showing some differences regarding software projects and others. Next point is contract management and technical project management. So contract management is maybe legal paper is there, and any organization will contract with you. So in a particular duration we will give you something, maybe some per annum, you have to work for us, anything. And technical project management means actual core part is there. So in-house projects are where the users and the developers of a new software work for or the same organization. Means in-house means suppose we are working for X company and we are developing some products for X company, then that is the in-house projects. And but we are working for X company and we are developing such projects for Y company, means we are outsiders. So what in-house projects are where the users and the developers of a new software work for or the same organization. So sometimes our users are in the same organization or maybe other organization also. However, increasingly organizations contract out ICT development to outside developers here. So just I said contract maybe also maybe for the same organization or maybe other organization also. The client organization will often appoint a project manager. So for discussion or to take decision, the company will deploy or appoint their project manager who will deal with X company. So Y company will appoint some project manager who will deal with X company, and X company is also appoint some project manager who will deal with Y company. So project manager and project manager will discuss and they will decide what to do. On the supplier side, there will need to be project managers who deal with the more technical issues. So actual suppose software related any manager is there, any engineer is there, then 100% he will discuss with contract also, he will discuss with technical issues also, maybe configuration related, maybe updates related, future related, their vast related, their easiness is, maybe their flexibility also, their platform also, anything. So he will discuss on the same with both side. Then next is activities covered by software project management. If you see the diagram is telling what feasibility, study, plan and execution cycle. So again diagram is blur, but see if feasibility study, the question is it worth doing? Then plan is there. For plan, how do we do it? And third is project execution. Do it. So feasibility study is telling what? Access whether the project is worth starting or not, or that is that it has a valid business case. Because every project is there, then we must write in a documentation the feasibility study of a particular software, our project, its value, new system, whether benefits or not, it will work or not, and anything. So question is what? Is it worth doing? Means it will execute properly or not, it will work or not. So plan is what? How do we do it? So we will do it or not. So feasibility study indicate that a prospective project appears viable. Then the project planning can start. If okay, conditions are okay, situations are okay, then we will plan or we will execute some plan. And third, if plan and feasibility study is okay, then actual project execution is there. So we will start actual project. Then its next part is related to it, that is SDLC. So that is a software development life cycle. So again I want to recall, you must remember fourth semester and subject is software engineering. So many concepts from inherited to such paper. So again 5-6 layers are there, or what we can say steps are there. Requirement analysis is there, architectural design is there, detailed design is there, coding is there, integration, then qualification, testing, installation, acceptance, support. So last one, that is acceptance. So that is or you already studied maybe waterfall model, incremental model and many things. So related to it, if your project execution is there, plan is there, or feasibility study is there, so many activities are there which are covered in software project management. So I can say these three activities are there. So that is a study is there, then plan is there, execution is there. But these are the three. But if we consider the execution, actual cycle is there, then 5-6 steps are there, layers are there. So one by one the project will move to the next step, and the last, when ready situation, that time we can say to the our client, now the project is ready, we will ready to install in your organization. Then customer or client will check